Oh, hi, everybody. It's MJ from All to Love. How are you? I had an amazing day yesterday and an amazing night. It was sort of like the perfect day. It was all crispy and cool, and it was actually kind of rainy and drizzly as well. And I drove to the next town called Bath, which is a very charming English city, university town, basically. And I did a talk at the Bath Vegan Festival, and really enjoyed it. I do love public speaking, and I realize that now that I'm coming to completion of the Be the Change online courses, it's so passionate. You know, I'm really passionate about the work that I've been working on and I accomplished this last year. I'm a little bit like shocked, even sharing it with my roommate this morning and being like, I can't believe it was only earlier this year that I was producing Also Vegan Love. It was over a year ago that Katie and I created Central Zero Waste. Just over a year, though. It's really only been like this year. And like, because there's been so much depth of transformation this year and perceived like, almost like this perceived stagnancy and in one areas or in specific one area of life. And then in other areas, I'm like, but dang, I still got lots of stuff done this year. As in I've coming to complete a fairly big project for transformational online courses for the All to Love community, which I'm chuffed about. All right, so let us begin the daily live. I got home, and then I went out dancing last night at a legendary club called Lakota in Bristol with one of my friends, and had a really nice boogie sesh ultimately. So I was getting home this morning right around the time that I normally am awake doing the readings for all y'all. So yeah, met some lovely people. I just still am like falling in love with Bristol and can't get over how lovely people are ultimately. Like, it's legit awesome, basically. I'm like, thanks, Intuish, for guiding me to my next destination, and couldn't have picked it better. I'm getting this real sense. So the energy update for the new moon, or full moon, the energy update for the full moon is starting to come through. I've got my notes out. I've also got my own like intentions coming up for ceremony, and it feels like the sea is parting, and the energies the energies feel, what Scott, how are you? That's all the intuition that I'm getting. What up, Sarah, how are you? So but I'm just planting a seed, basically. That's going to be November 12th is the full moon. I'll likely be going live and or unlisted just to do an energy update for all y'all, and I'll definitely be doing a weekly live share crew. Nice to meet you as well. And there is there's likely to be weekly live share crew. If you guys don't know, that's another piece of the pie of the All to Love TV, this channel and the community, is that we have like a little crew that I just started, and it's £5, 55 a month, basically. And it's kind of like a secret crew. We get to hang out and chat like this, but more topic based subject matter. And you guys know, because there's a lot of content, free content here for you already. So we're making things as we go along. Okay, so welcome. Hi, everybody. So this is a reading for November 10th. As I said, we're coming into a full moon portal energy thing, and that's often going to bring things to light for us. Certainly on an emotional or perspective level, it's gonna help shine light on a situation. The themes of this last sort of year and a bit have all been about our self-love and our self-worth and the work that we're doing to manifest that stuff, for sure. Emma, sure, you can. You can go to alltolove.com. Alltolove.com. Oh, well, actually, the description is all, that's US, £5 equals $5 US. Convert, please. I I don't think it does, Scott. I feel like it's probably $8. I could be wrong though. Um, Actually, you've just given me an idea, Scott, though, because with PayPal, and I'll have to figure it out, but I know that I can't. I could probably create a button that is $5 for the American people. To keep it kind of clear, simple. So another option, or $8. Anyway, I'll definitely noodle with that. So, and Anna, you asked about joining the list. Yeah, if you check the description, you should see one of the little information sections about like join the live share crew, and I'm me. It's just me, the person that you're talking to here today, who runs the company Ultra Love. So, and this is my full-time work, and that's part of my vulnerability, transparency about sharing the mission with you, and the clarity of how much I appreciate donations, and straight up like Scott just did, as far as like, could you make it less? So maybe I'll make a £3 button, something like 333 button. Because I don't have to force it. Like there's now about 8 of us in the live share crew, and half of them are paying £11, half of them are paying £5, and if I put another £3 button, that would be probably equivalent to about $5 or $6, which might just feel more manageable for some people. I get it. I understand. Okay, so there's this. And this is, to me, often the ones that have a lot to do with creativity, creative inspiration. There's a hermit card here. There's possibly a soulmate connection coming through, you guys. It doesn't necessarily have to be a loving connection. This could be a friend coming back from the past and actually having to do a little bit with your new life, the new life that you've been setting off on. There's a Queen of Pentacles right here in a slow-moving chariot energy. So the energy around love and the new beginning of love. Hi, Violet. Violet, how are you? So the Ace of Cups and the chariot energy just feel to me that there's like a slow-moving love energy. And that around your... Interesting. There's this feeling. So the new beginning around the wand energy, the fire, the transformation, the creativity, that elixir. I feel like you're finally getting over some kind of resistance, like around your creative life. That maybe there's just this underlying. We've obviously been through such monumental shifting energy, right? So for some of us, because sometimes it's like we only know, like we don't know until we know. What was Scott? We don't know until we know, right? And then we know, and it was just like, it's done. If that makes sense to any of you. So it's like, I feel like you've just been intending, that you've been doing this. Yeah, I know. It's so like this. Like I wake up and I'm like, I'm going to give myself a day of rest. And I have my journal here, and I just did some admin stuff like taxing my vehicle or whatever. What up, Jessica? Mwah! So, but then I'm like, this is often what happens. I start going through my morning rituals, you could say, like my meditation. I'll start having a bit of a stretch, and then this morning, because I didn't have a shower when I got home in the morning, I had a shower. I got my cup, the fact that I'm drinking coffee, that could also have something to do with it. But then I'll do my facial stuff, my facial routine. And then I'm like, I want to go live and say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to my online community friends because I love you guys so much. It's just distractor 5,000. So, okay, back to the reading. You can't resist. I can't, because you guys bring such joyful juice into my heart love vibration. And I also recorded one of my daily readings for Instagram, and I sometimes just like, there's a weird part of me watching myself doing these things, being like, why are you saying this? Like, it just, it's like I embarrass myself, but because I have no shame, I'm like, whatever. And I think again, if people don't like it, drug along. If they find it entertaining, I'm like, yay. As in, if it brought a smile to people's face, if it just brought a little bit of joy into people's lives, that's it's simple stuff, it's just the simple things, you know what I mean? Um, okay, so we're in this reading with this new creative spark, passionate new beginning. And I feel like this passionate new beginning, because you've been doing the inner work, because you possibly navigating this from within self, it's helping you overcome underlying resistances and ultimately come into greater balance. Hi, Scott. Oh, are you on Instagram? Fantastic. Yeah, do that. I'll keep an eye out for you. Uh-oh, we got two Scots going on here. We got Scott's hat or Scott's shoot? Scoot? No, shoot. Scott shoot hats and then Scott Setala. We're gonna have some names for you guys. Okay. Maybe I'll do Scott. Oh, you're both Scott S as well. Dang. Dang, dang. Oh my gosh. So anyway, last night was really fun. I'm juiced up from it. Yes, so because you've been going within the self, you're having a new beginning in the creative life, and or just this feeling of passion, which again, this energy portal that we're in, we're now only a day off the 11/11 portal, and then the full moon. And this is the way I'm feeling it is energetically, it's because the depth that we've been going through in this last year and possibly few years for a lot of us has been, it's like getting to the root cause, getting to the root issues, and then starting to weed them out, right? And so that, and like weeding them out like it's a fucking marathon, like just like keep going. And it's almost just this sort of exhaustion, but at the same time, like seeing the finish line, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel after being in this sort of voidal darkness for a substantial amount of time, to the point of thinking, like, are we ever gonna get out of this? And so we're just in another one of those sort of breaks, energetic breaks, as it were, where things can feel a little lighter, feel like the seas are parting a bit, feel like the energies are giving us a bit of a lift. I mentioned this before, there could be an energy from the past that resurfaces. I really get this feeling. I get this feeling that this is a friendship more than a love relationship, although it could be, because the love cup is in the reverse, and it's next to the chariot in reverse, which gives me the feeling there is a new energy, there is a new love on the cards. But it's slow, and it's a little bit on the back burner, because really this is where you're at. This is the kind of, you're endeavoring this full stance, this full standing in your power. And we have, ooh, interesting. I didn't quite see this story yet, but so there's another story going on here as well around the pentacle, around Bonjour Gigi! Comment ça va? You guys, Gigi is not French, but I always, in my mind, Gigi. But by the way, that's just triggered this random feeling of, you guys catch me live here, if you're part of the live share crew and you haven't received an email, you can let me know, okay? What up, John Beanie? John, funny, I was talking, not funny necessarily, but I had this sudden inspiration because things are moving around my mom being able to come back. And I really want to do a bit of a road trip around Scotland. Maybe it would be better to do it in the summertime, but really explore it quite yeah, like give myself a couple weeks or maybe 3 weeks even and do a road trip around like, well, road and boat, but explore the islands and the highlands and yeah, really get connected with the energy of hey Susanna, I haven't seen you in a while. Where in the UK am I? Bristol. I just moved to Bristol a couple months ago. So yeah, back to the live share crew. If you've signed up, I've done one already, so y'all should have received the email. And I realized, so oh my God, Sarah, I used to live in Devon. I lived in North Devon for 8 years, all around like South Molton, Barnstable, Ilfracombe, Lee, Bronton. I literally lived all over the county, Linton, and then it was like I was slowly getting around the coast and then getting closer to, oh, Crediton Classic. Hi, fellow Devonia. Oh, how funny, YouTube. Like, how do we find each other? It's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, live share crew. We've done one already, and if you missed the email, you let me know. And then I realized this funny old thing that I did where I was like, and don't worry, if you miss the live share, you'll get the link. You'll get the replay link. And a bit of a law of attraction. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't it funny? We've never met though, right? In the physical. This is our quantum realities, isn't it? Our internet lands. Yeah, we bridge consciousness. We all this internet thing is all bridging our awareness into like higher realms of consciousness. Anyway, so what I realized was in sending that whenever I basically send the email link to where the live shares are going to be, so you guys, the people who pay the subscription get, it's only £5 a month, but you get involved in these live, and I give them an hour, or sorry, a day, and depending on when you sign up, like a 24-hour prelude to when we're going to go live. It's usually my morning time, so like 5 a.m. And then I realized, don't worry, you'll get the replay link, but I'm like, the link is sent to you. You guys I'm speaking directly to the live share crew people right now, but I'm like, you feel me, right? When I send the original email. So basically, I don't need to keep sending emails with replay links and stuff like that, because the link that is sent in the original email telling you what time we're going to go live is the only link you need. Anyway, I'm literally just like offloading. So this is the pentacle bit of our reading. Very balanced reading, by the way. There's cups, wands, major arcana, and pentacles, right? Susanna, I truly feel that we're having a resurge. It's a little bit intense because it's like next level. It's like all the seeds that were planted in the 60s are now actually sprouting. So it's, instead of like pockets of revolution happening, we're headed toward the global, we're in it. Ultimately, we're in the global paradigm shift energy, right? Pardon me. I sometimes forget, like when I hang out with rather kind of new-ish people, I feel super calm and super energized. Amazing. Yes, very interesting and intense, for sure, for sure. Because I'm like a world traveler and I've spent time in different countries where there's like no shame or problem of like having a bit of a burp or having the other airway release. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's much healthier to like let it out, and I usually, know your audience or whatever. I'll usually pardon myself or say excuse me or whatever. I can feel that. Scotty hats. Scotty. Maybe I'll call Scott. Or maybe you guys can let me know. But like, anyway, Scotty. Scots. Maybe I feel that for you. I feel that, for sure, the 60s energy. You know it. You feel it. It's just as a resonant with, because the people that I meet, like the ones that would have grown up in the 60s can feel. There's a resonance. They're like, oh my God, you're one of me, but now you're you in the 2000s. It's like, yeah, you guys held the floor, and now it's time for the next generation to pick up where we left off before we went through another fucking weird cycle as a humanity, just to remind ourselves that materiality is not the way. Modern convenience and materiality is not the way for a happy future. It's an illusion. Anyway, okay, so basically joy and simple things and dancing, and that was why I really enjoyed. I'm like, oh my god, it's so nice as an adult to be able to go to a dancey club, you know, be sober because I don't drink alcohol, and just like boogie down. Like, oh my god, I love dancing. It is just beyond. Oh, I know somebody else who was born in 1966. JONB, what is that? Sing us the hot love vibrashe song. Virtual hugs. Oh, you guys are distracting me because I'm every time I look down I'm like, oh yeah, the reading. I do. He's another one of us ultimately. So these two cards are the ones I wanna share with all of y'all lovers, because it's the Four of Pentacles upright would be like, this is my wallet because I was making some payments today, like being in the fear, being tight around money, being in the fear around money. But it's in the reverse, which means I feel like you're slowly moving forward, you're coming into your center, you've done the inner work, you're overcoming resistance, and then you're finally getting in the space where like you're feeling more ease around the pentacle, which means you might be ready to either make some investments or just delicately start to like flow with the money a little bit more. And then you create this energy. You step in. You basically, it's like you step into your power. Girl, Gigi, I saw the comment. Girl, I got enough faith for all humanity. Like, for reals. And you guys know it because you guys feel the feels. I'm like, most of us like wouldn't be here if we didn't have the faith in love. In love. I'm hearing that song because you said about song, and then I'm like, thank you for the blessing. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the glory of this beautiful life. So this is like you're sitting. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Gigi. So this is a song, Sarah. The song that I just sang is basically like a divination mantra that came through me during an ayahuasca ceremony. I've only done an ayahuasca ceremony once, and it was the weirdest thing, like, and I think it's just because I meditate loads and like eat relatively clean and I'm self-aware, and I do my inner work. So doing the ayahuasca, basically, it's like the plant told me that the work was truthful. It was like the real deal. And then, yes, I have sang that before here. Like, you guys get it. And I do it at the end of my yoga classes, and I do it for people if they ask me to. Sometimes people ask me to sing, right? That's the records, isn't it? I'm not sure. That's the records. I don't, maybe like the Akash records kind of thing. Yeah, so we're sitting in ceremony, and like there was 30 odd people there, and the majority kind of purged, i.e., I don't know if you guys have ever done ayahuasca. It's a potent a psychedelic plant medicine, and we did it with shamans. We did sweat lodge and ceremony, and then we went into the actual ceremony, and I didn't purge. I just breathe. I would, because with all the meditation and stuff, I breathed all the time through that upheaval, and I found myself kind of holding space like a lot of the facilitators. So I didn't even, because I used to have like issues with singing, I didn't even, it just happened. There was like this space, and then I just started singing. And then I saw the sound vibrashe moving through, and I could feel everybody like listening, because it was obviously like a pretty holy moment. It was really divine. And like afterwards a girl cried, and then I cried, and then I started doing mantra. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And then people started joining in. So it was obviously because in an ayahuasca ceremony with the like the leaders, they had guitars and drums, and there were people like dancing and all this, I sat for the most part. I did some stretch. I did meditation, and then I sang. Apparently, my mom was a professional singer, so there's a little bit of a, like, I know I can hold a tune, basically. Okay, but this is really positive, my lovers. So we're finally, this is, but I gotta say, I gotta reflect back. It is by the cards anyway. You guys know this is entertainment, right? But take what works, takes what resonates, leave the rest. It's still slow moving energy, and there's like this Aryan part of me that's like, as in I'm an Aries sun. Like, could we just get a move on? Could we just start this? Could we get this show on the road? Like this new paradigm, because so much of the 2020 astrology, I think, is this huge, like, representative tidal shift of systematic breakdown and transformation, which has been part of the intuitive awareness for so many of us anyway, of like, what is life? And like, we just don't, it's like, we're purely here to just be the love heart vibration of the new paradigm. But it's just taken its sweet effing time. But I'm again, in energetic, I can feel it too. It's like we're coming around the other side where we're actually slowly but surely starting to feel. It is slow though. This chariot's not like full steam ahead. They're like do 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 do. We're moving along. We're just finding our balance. Finding our love heart vibration. It's taken its sweet time. Why? Well, because it's a global thing. It's not individual. It's not just individual sectors of humanity. It's a global paradigm shift. So there's a few more cogs that need to kind of anchor it in, right? There's a few more. The accuracy. There's a few more pieces to the puzzle. That were shape-shifting, and even doing the talk yesterday. You guys crack me up. Even when I did the talk yesterday, because this community, as we continue to share and build here, it's like we feel, you feel the love. I know you feel me. I know that there's new paradigm connectivity, and no matter where you are in the world and what we've been through, I really feel that with people that vibe with me, and being in the physical again, like doing a physical talk, it was just really interesting, like me being able to feel and sense the kind of the biofeedback of disparity of the kind of information, and I could just say vibration. There's more resistance. There's still a lot of transitioning happening. Hence, even for my own life, like this slow moving energy. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. Hence my own practice of keep letting go, keep surrendering. It's not my job to fix people. It's not my job to control people. I don't want to. People are beautiful and perfect exactly where they are. But we're here, we feel all the community, that feeling of awareness and recognition. We're still more rare in our 3D realities. We're still, not the norm necessarily. As in a group of people doing a talk, people are a bit like, they're like, oh, that's great, be the change. Like, I just want to know a little bit about veganism. They're not as interested in my unplugged course or zero. It's like, but hey, I still love it. I still had a jolly frolic. So let's just have a bit of a review of what I've talked about with the reading. This new beginning. Good morning, Lorna! Look at this. Do you guys remember a show with cars and the kids would go, it was like a talk show with children, and the kids would always clap like this? Do you guys remember? Am I being ridiculous? Oh, yep, it's a lot, and it's mercy that it comes in cycles. It is, and I actually touched on that a little bit in the live share about the fact that I'm very aware, or at least I got a message through me that, like, part of the patterns for us is a very, very much a teacher thing. Like those of us that are sharing and desiring to be the change and lead by example and stuff. What I'm aware of in reviewing and going over the density patterns and then reviewing and going over and then reaching up and then woo and then reaching up, like getting to these plateaus and feeling the intensity of it. I'm starting to reach into this space of absolute gratitude for it, because I realize that how beautiful to be able to go over the lesson plan again, like go over it again, really know this, really, really understand manifestation, and really, really tangibly, viscerally, because if we don't, we don't. If we don't, we can't teach it as effectively, or lead as effectively, or be the change as effectively if there's blind spots, right? And I'm just in that review of like different spots that are warranting more love. Oh, and that's a big piece, FYI, for this portal. We've been in it all month, essentially. I mean, it's continuous, right? But self-love all the way, my friends. Like, keep doing the self-love stuff. I was the other night doing some reflexology on my feet, and then I've been doing a lot of like facial stuff. I have this it's not zero waste, but I got this, and I just like, what am I doing? I'm like, do you guys want to know my skincare routine? So I like rub this on my face, exfoliate the shiznit out of my face, and then I have this essential oil blend that I make myself, which is just sweet almond oil that I decant from one of those big ass bottles, which I'm going to go to a zero waste shop and refill the big ass bottle so that I can keep doing the zero waste skincare stuff. Thank you, Katie Finch. And then I get my essential oils. So right now and the last few months, I've been really into rose oil. So just basically putting like loads of rose essential oil, and then sometimes I might put, although I ran out of it, but like rose and hibiscus. So I'll put a blend of rose and hibiscus oil. Just I don't know if I've mentioned this to you. Like there's the astrology higher learning, or just like hobbies, I guess. And then I really want to get into learning more about essential oils so that I can make more blends for myself and maybe all y'all. Probably I wouldn't necessarily start making en masse, because I also make sprays, which I just share the juicy goodness with you guys, because you can do it yourself. It's fun and easy. And I would say in the long run, it's actually much cheaper and much less wasteful than going to shops and just buying hand cream, face cream, body cream, and like buying all the different creams, which are basically the same product. And you can just buy the natural stuff without the chemicals and make your own blends that suit you. Holy wazam, have I ever gone off topic, you guys. So the new beginning, the new creative inspiration that you're receiving via going within, which all y'all know, we've been doing this inner work for ages, because we know it, is helping us overcome resistance, okay? The resistance piece is pretty monumental, because it's really helping us to rise into our power as this high priest or high priestess energy, the modern witches and wizards, the modern mystics of our time, right? To really start to anchor in that sense of balance and knowingness from within the self. There's this weird symbol behind her that looks kind of like a pineapple to me, or some kind of fruit. So there is this sense of ripening into your power, as it were. Now this is something cycle. This is a cycle of some sorts, I feel intuitively. This could be a friend coming back. Sending love to you, John, as well. I so look forward to going to a gig, going to one of your gigs or something in Scotland. So this is an energy, a friend. I feel weirdly like this could be a past life connection for some of you. A past life connection it is supportive. It is benevolent. Okay, it's grace. Now, when it comes to love and romance, it is here. It's just slow moving. You're taking your time, and I think a lot of us do get that. We recognize that in our cycles and in our life, and it's okay. I feel like there's a real sense of, I love you guys, and I love how much y'all love each other. I'm just such a hippie at heart of like, can we just love each other? At the time, I'm like a fierce feminine also. I'm like, if you cross me, back off. But I still love you. I just like can't help it. I just like my space, but I think we all deserve our space. What is that symbol? It's either like eyes with like a hat on, or it makes me a sad face. So this, yeah, just slow moving. And or if you're already in an established love bond, it could be that you're in a bit of a like taking space phase, and then like, you know, kind of working on rising the self. But this idea of projecting love, okay, it's a smile. Okay, I'm still anyway. I'm still clearing, clearly. But feeling much better. So, and my battery's gonna die soon. So I got to crack on with the closing of the reading. So this, yeah, it's just slow moving. I just, sometimes when I see these cards, the way I interpret them is like it's a little bit on the back burner. So instead of making it our full, I must find a relationship, or I must find love again, it's like here, love is here, movement towards it is here, but it's slow, and it's actually, I kind of feel like it's more healthy, it's more balanced in that regard, because the main focus via this intuition, via this almost, you know, getting over these underlying resistances or fears or blockages, having gone within and then ready to really take the reins of this new beginning, take hold of this creative, passionate new beginning, possibly around the working life, you're now finally feeling this bit of release, this relief around the pentacle, around the resources, and really anchoring in. You're stepping into your power, basically, when it comes to money, manifestation, and all of the nobility. Because they're sitting down, as well as the Empress and the Emperor, you're just coming into your seat. It's like a meditation expression, your seat of power. Okay, you're having this deeper understanding. You're putting things where they warrant, right? Instead of charging too quickly into love, you're taking your time. You're sussing situations, because the Hermit is still in the upright. I feel like that's a continual give and take energy, right? Hi, Awakened Heart. How are you? So you're really coming into your power here, and I feel like you're anything that triggers too much negative emotion, I feel like you're just gonna sidestep it. Yeah, I've just pulled that. Ah, yay. They're coming into a place of deeper understanding, which is also a reflection of this coming into to your seat of power ultimately. And then we're in the final stages of this transformation, or in the thick of it. You've got courage, you've got all the courage you need. This is a new beginning, you guys. So it's almost kind of like confusing me, but I'm like, okay. I feel like it could just be part of the energetic dance that we're in, is seeding the seat. Oh, I like that. I really do. Seeding the seat, because then I just got this. Card is kind of, to me, like, because it's a seed, but the seed will come out no matter what. You know, like the seed will find its seat, will find its hook, and then birth the flower, or make manifest the kingdom that you're choosing to create for self. This card came up, was it in the Instagram reading? It might have been in the Instagram reading as well. And I'm feeling something around the Fool. I don't know why I'm getting this message, but just be ready. I'm not exactly sure, because I feel like this energy is like, because there's a part of me that's feeling like, what? No, not a brand new beginning again. But I feel like for some of you, there's about to be another leap. And it might just kind of catch you off. It might, or be like, what? This came up while searching veganism. Oh, hey, what up, Charlie Summer? Yeah. I promote veganism. And hi, was that Mike? My brand, All to Love, promotes veganism as far as sustainability, spirituality, and freedom. I'm a longtime vegan vegetarian. I've been veggie for 25 years. And I've created an online course for people called All to Vegan Love, which all of the Be the Change courses that I've created, in my opinion, are lighthearted, practical, and fun. And I even have a case study, actually a man from Montana who came to the UK to help me produce the course. And he was a case study. So a proper meat and dairy eater who's now gone vegan. I just got a message from him like 2 days ago being like, I'm in the market and I'm loving buying my vegan food. And he's like, you know, in America kind of thing. But love veganism. Oh, hey. Okay, cool. Yeah, actually the tarot is a new thing for me. It's just a way for me to connect with all y'all, basically. And I'm a hardcore intuitive. So it's actually just a bit of fun to get these kind of messages through, right? So if you're interested, you can check out the stuff that I share, or just go through. I do have other videos that are more specifically about veganism, and then the 8-week online course, if you're interested as well, just talks about the fashion of veganism. It talks about you know, the consumerism of veganism. It talks about the environmental piece. And again, it talks about how to deal with resistance from other as well. When people are like, how dare you make change? And you're like, but I want to be a vegan. And just based on my journey, it can take a little while, basically, to kind of learn how to get over it. So I usually recommend clients be informed. So yeah, feel free to check that out. Nice to meet you here, though, as well. A happy vegan, but again, I'm not a preachy vegan, so I don't align particularly with like making people feel bad. You know, that's not my intention. I never want to make people feel bad about where they are in life, or you know, about the choices they're making. But sometimes you can't help it. That's something as an empath. It's like, just sometimes being yourself triggers judgment and energy in other, which then biofeedbacks to the empath. You're like, oh no, what's wrong? What have I done? You're like, nothing. It's literally just the light of your awareness that makes other people feel bad. Or, yeah, and this has come out of years of noodling with energy and energy work and all this kind of stuff. So, you guys, some of you guys got to be ready. There's going to be either some kind of opportunity or something that manifests in your reality that's going to warrant, like, this is another leap. And then off you're gonna go, because it's coming into this. You're in the transformation energy. Hey Melvin, how are you, my friend? And yeah, this is positive. So there could be this new beginning, but then it go, you take this jump and you're like, what? Cool, man. Nice one, Mike. Yay. This is the card that I'm going to close on, because my phone battery is totally running out. You guys, be open to receive the love that you are. Be open to receive it, because it's coming in. I feel this full energy. I can't quite describe it. There's something's coming in, and it warrants another leap, which feels like you might be like, what? Huh? Like, I just took a leap 2 days ago, or I really didn't see this opportunity coming, and yet here it is, and it's gonna encourage you. But the energies are saying, take the leap. You have the understanding. You're in your seat of power. Be open to receive it. I don't feel like anything's gonna go wrong in this reading. There's no deep energies other than messengers. If messengers coming into your reality, even somebody like me, tarot reading, whatever, if it doesn't feel good, don't take it. That's the main point of the teachings here, is like, trust your intuition. If you're not resin, you're not resin, you know, and that's okay. Take your time. At the same time, if something feels good and you want to take that leap, absolutely effing take it, and then be open to receive the glory of your own goodness, basically. Thanks for being here. I feel like I met some new people today on this joyful Sunday. It's a beautiful day here in the UK. If you're another UK person, or specifically the South, it's like crispy. The sky is perfectly clear and blue. It's like crispy and fresh. And you guys always bring so much joy, and I'm so thankful for you being here. So thanks for commenting. Thank you for showing up and undertaking this transformational path, choosing empathy and compassion and love versus the other. It's making the world a better place, and the benefit is that we all get to feel better as individuals. I'm like, everybody's winning. Well, let's just keep going, because there's a whole much more that we can do in this timeline, in this alignment, right? So Thank you. Thank you. I have so much love. Thanks for subscribing, commenting, sharing, heading to Alta Love, booking sessions, booking readings, booking coaching, and buying the Alta Love merchandise and products. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. No, it's true, Charlie Summer. It's just the truth. And it's almost like too good to be true, I think, at times, which is why we have these patterns of like going over them and being like, but can I really be this happy? Yes, you can. But are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure my old patterns told me I can't, or my society told me I can't, or my parents told me I can't. And you're like, no, but you can. You can break free from all of those patterns. You can rise above all the patterns of your ancestors and your karma and just step into the truth of your love. It's so beautiful. And you guys help remind me. I'll just keep sharing the love. Have a great day, you guys. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up. I have so much appreciation for you. Have a great day. Peace out.